What's a minor life hack you know of? Give a crying kid water. Most of the time they start crying for a reason, but continue crying because they can't snap out of it. Drinking the water forces them to take a breath, and the sensation of the water gets them to think about something else briefly enough to settle them. If you have a problem with wasps, this is the perfect time of year to make a fake nest. Crumble up a brown paper bag into a round shape and put in your window or on your balcony. Wasps are stupid as hell, but they are territorial and will think it's another wasp's nest, and they will tell their friends to avoid the area. And for everyone asking, it will not make an existing wasp colony move away, just deter wasps who are looking for a new place to nest, which is why you should do it in the spring. When microwaving bread, fries, etc., make sure to put a microwavable cup or coffee mug half full of water in the microwave with the food as well. Everything will come out nice and crispy as opposed to soggy and gross. You can get a lot of free stuff from your local library, but my personal favorite is the free museum pass program. As a library worker, I 100% support this tip. Local public libraries are amazing and provide not just resources, but safety and free services. My library even has seeds for the public to take. We also have a personal hygiene bin. Take what you need, leave what you don't. Of new items for anyone who needs something. You can rent sewing machines, instruments, telescopes, hotspots, video games, movies and music board games. Please visit your local library. In the dishwasher, throw any citrus peel into the utensil rack and wash. The citric acid released inside your dishwasher will degunk/clean it and make your dishes sparkly clean. To reduce the effort when cleaning your shower, go to the dollar store and buy those dish stick scrubbers where you can fill the handle with dish soap. I use a mix of diluted Dawn dish soap with water, and I add a bit of vinegar. Keep that in the shower and scrub the walls/floor when in the shower. Makes cleaning the shower less effort, and you can actually extend the time between cleanings. Gets rid of soap scum and prevents mold from forming. If you want to live more stress-free life, mind your business. I'm really trying to learn this with my mother-in-law. She has health issues and refuses to accept she needs help around the house. I so badly want to just go off on her because I'm so fed up with trying to reason with her. I'm minding my business in the way of I'm not messing around in her life anymore. But I care about her, and it's so frustrating to not be able to help her help herself. I feel like the only option is to not care what she does to herself because the stress is eating away at me. If you mess up, just admit you messed up. If you forgot to do something at work, just say, yes, that was my fault. I'm sorry, I messed up. People are much more likely to forgive you if you own your stuff. This is awesome. I couldn't agree more. I would also add that admitting you messed up is the most important step of a multi-step process, which varies by job, workplace culture, etc. But this is the gist. Admit you messed up. It makes the cleanup easier, and you will earn not only others' forgiveness, but respect. Be an active participant in fixing whatever the problem is. This could be either discussing solutions or working on the solution, or both. Try not to ask your boss how to fix it without having at least one idea yourself. Make it a lessons learned for yourself and others you work with. This step might depend on your workplace/culture, etc. Maybe this is a European thing, but anyway, some hotel rooms have a slot where you're supposed to insert your keycard to turn on the electricity in the room. Those slots are in no way part of the keycard system and are just dumb switches that can be activated with any card that fits the slot. Good to know if you want to run the app or charge your devices while being out of the room. There is a 24-hour rule on all airfare purchases in the US. That a purchased reservation can be cancelled within 24 hours without penalty and with a full refund to the original form of payment. I keep a laundry basket in the trunk of my car, so when I get groceries I can put the bags in the basket and make the trip inside a lot less of a struggle. I keep a collapsible hiking stick in the car or an old broom handle and just slide the stick through all the bag's handles. It takes less space and is easier on the fingers than the classic one-trip death grip. Add a paper towel to a bag of spinach, field greens, or lettuce to make it last a lot longer. If you can't open a jar or container, run the lid under hot water for 30 seconds. Then open it after it has dried enough for you to get a good grip on it. This has never failed to work for me. Learn to sincerely apologize when you're wrong. It will preserve your marriage and most any relationship. On a similar note, learn to acknowledge to yourself that you're wrong. That's the hard part for me. If I know for sure I was wrong, I apologize, no problem. But it's hard when you genuinely think you were right and the other person still feels hurt and wants an apology. There needs to be some genuine and painful soul searching there. Wear sunscreen. Even if it isn't that sunny out, UV can still go right through light cloud cover. Wear sunscreen. If I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proved by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis more reliable than my own meandering experience. I will dispense this advice point now. Get a furniture dolly, get a stepladder, get several pairs of scissors, put one in each utility drawer or junk drawer in your home. For us it's kitchen, living room, bathroom, bedroom. In general, if you're looking for a household tool and it's not where you first looked, once you do find it, when you're done using it, put it back where you first looked for it. Your brain has already decided that's where it should live. Next time, it'll be exactly where you expected it to be without you even having to think about it. For brand new parents, it's okay to nurse your baby to sleep. You might hear from the internet that you cannot nurse them to sleep or they will have lifelong problems, or whatever point this is a lie. If your pediatrician says something, generally believe them. When they're like 6 months, you can teach them to fall asleep without it. For now, take whatever help you can get to get that sucker to fall asleep and stay asleep. Breast milk has melatonin in it. When you have a newborn, they don't make their own melatonin for the first few months. Literally the only way they feel sleepy, not tired, which is when they've been awake too long, is from drinking breast milk. Melatonin production comes online around month 4 and circadian rhythms are sufficiently developed by month 6 that they have fairly well ordered sleep. If you're feeding them formula, great. Good on you for feeding your baby in your chosen way. This is super hard, and there are lots of ways to do it right. At Christmas, when you have a real tree and it's hard to see the water level in the reservoir due to the lower branches, throw a ping pong ball in the water. Add water until the ping pong ball resurfaces. Also, store your lights around cardboard tubes, like wrapping paper or paper towel tubes. Make a 1-inch slit in either side to slide the cord end through. Not only do they stay neat and tidy in storage without getting tangled, but they are also easier to put on the tree, and you can roll them onto the tube while taking them off, and you can plug them into test and easily be able to spot a blown/faulty bulb so you can replace it. When I go to McDonald's and want some chicken nuggets, I don't order the 10-piece value meal. I order 2 6-piece nuggets, medium fries, and a drink. The value meal is like $9.59 after tax, but ordering it separately it ends up being like $8.75. So you get 2 extra nuggets, and you save almost $1 while doing so. This is true at my local McDonald's, but I can't verify that it works at 100% of McDonald's restaurants. Wanna instantly make a space look better? Make the furniture look nice. Make the bed, fold the blankets, position the pillows, remove any clutter, etc. Open up the window and allow natural sunlight to enter the room. The immediate difference is astounding. Spend good money on quality on what separates you from the element or from the ground, i.e. good quality bed, pillows etc. Good warm winter and rain protective clothing, good car winter tires. All of these will either drastically improve your day-to-day or save your life/or others. If you're free from responsibility in personal life, family, meeting others on holidays, etc. Instead of taking chunks of days off for vacation from work, take those same days and use it every Wednesday for however long it lasts. Instead of one nice week that'd probably go too fast anyway, you could be having about 35 days, where you never have to work more than 2 days in a row. If your job is liable to bury you in work for a missed week, this won't happen either. This also applies to college scheduling. I would take one long Monday evening class, pack Tuesday with classes, have Wednesday off, pack Thursday, and take a Friday morning class. You now have nearing 100 hours between getting out on Friday and your Monday class. Then you have one busy day, and you're back to a day off to do whatever needs to be done, or enjoy it as you can. Then another busy day, one more class out of the way early leading to the huge weekend. Something sprayed by a skunk. Mix 1 part hydrogen peroxide, 1 part Dawn dish soap, half part baking soda. Do not add water. Apply to the area. Scrub all the way to the skin. Smell. If you still smell skunk, keep applying and scrubbing. Repeat until you don't smell it anymore, then rinse off. Don't add tomatoes or stupid skunk off. You just make the basic skunk off product for much cheaper. Or whatever wives tell you heard. Skunk spray is oils. Adding water before you've broken it down will just spread it further into the skin and coat, making it much worse. I've deskunked my own dog at least 40 times with this method, and I used it to deskunk many dogs/cats in my grooming days. Do keep in mind, no matter what you do, when the animal gets wet for the next few months you'll smell skunk that you have to tough out. Good luck. I don't know if this is a life hack, but if you like Audible, get a cheap Bluetooth shower speaker. You'll gain a couple hours of listening a week just showering. I received one as a cheap gift, and it has honestly turned into a gift that I've probably used the most out of any gifts I've received, and it's something I would have never probably bought for myself, or thought to buy for myself. I love to share this with every coffee drinker out there. All of the jobs I've had have really bad bitter coffee. To make it less bitter, the tiniest pinch of salt makes a bad cup of coffee seem like the world's best. It's also really good in chocolate milk. Highly recommend anyone who hasn't tried this to give it one shot. When you go into a public bathroom, choose a stall closest to the door if possible. If not, get a middle one. People instinctively go for the far one from the door, thinking it's more private. As a result, it gets more use and gets dirtier. People are less likely to use the ones near the door because they feel it's less private. As a result, those stalls are often the cleanest and best stocked. This seems to be true about 95% of the time in my experience.